Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video, where in today's video we are going to be doing another airport update of Lexington Bluegrass Airport. I apologize that it has been quite a while since one of these came out. I have been very busy with the start of college and just other things in life, so I really just have not had the time to record one of these, but we are finally back with one, and we have had a lot of interesting things happen here at LEX in the past couple of months. Of course, charter season is now in full swing. We have had a ton of interesting charters kind of surrounding UK, a couple of which I have in today's update. I've chucked a bunch of charters in today's update, just representing as many of them as I can. We did also have our yearly visit from the Sheikh of Dubai on the Royal Dubai Air Wings 747-400. Unfortunately, I can't exactly represent that because there just isn't a model that's ever been released of that aircraft. Hopefully someday, maybe JC Wings or someone will do it, but for the time being, I can't exactly represent that, but that did happen. But for today's update, we have a pretty standard update in terms of passenger flights, but we do have a couple of interesting charters, and I also have some new GA aircraft that I got recently debuting in today's update. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Starting off right here, we have a United Express Embraer 175, still wearing the old Continental Globe livery. He came in from Denver earlier today and is going to be heading out to Chicago. Interestingly, United have added a fifth daily Chicago flight, of course operated on United Express. We're kind of getting the CRJ 200s, CRJ 550s, and Embraer 175s all at various points in the day on that Chicago route. But other than that, no really news with United, but it is nice that they're adding some more frequency on that O'Hare route, since that obviously is their biggest hub, so it's nice to have those connecting opportunities on them. But yeah, so this aircraft came in from Denver, going out to Chicago O'Hare. Next right here, we have an American Eagle CRJ-200. He has arrived in from Chicago O'Hare. He is just he just has the wing walkers and marshallers guiding him into the gate. And in a little bit, he is going to be heading out to Philadelphia. Both of those are, of course, routes that were formerly operated on the CRJ-200s, and now we're getting them on the Dash 700s, since American, of course, have ended their contract with Air Wisconsin. It's neat to see an aircraft as big as the CRJ-700 operating those routes, but I say as big as the CRJ-700, big for LEX. But honestly, I'd kind of prefer if we got the ERJ 145s again on those, since those are less common, and also just, I think the ERJ 145s look better than the CRJ 700s. They're just nice looking planes, but either way, it is nice to see that greater frequency on those routes. So yeah, this aircraft just arriving in from Chicago O'Hare, and we'll be heading out to Philadelphia. Next right here, we have a Delta Connection CRJ-900. He arrived in a little bit ago from New York LaGuardia, and he is just going to be overnighting here before he heads back out there tomorrow morning. Moving on around the concourse right here, we have a Delta Airbus A319. We have been seeing Delta A319s and A320s a couple of times a day coming from Atlanta, so it's certainly nice to see Delta adding some mainline other than the 717s, as it has been a little while since we were getting anything else, but it's nice to see them coming back. I believe yesterday we even got a kind of random 739 coming in, again subbing in for one of the A319s and 320s. So it's certainly been nice to see Delta increasing their capacity a bit. Hopefully we'll get the regular 737s back again soon. But for the time being, it's nice to see these guys. So yeah, this A319 came in from Atlanta a little bit ago, and we'll be heading back out there. Next right here, we have an Allegiant Airbus A320 in the new livery. He arrived in earlier today from St. Petersburg, and he was supposed to head out to Fort Lauderdale, but he has unfortunately had some engine troubles, and he has some maintenance crew working on his engine right there. This did not actually happen in real life, at least as far as to my knowledge, but I just was setting up the airport, and I thought it would be kind of fun to say he had some kind of issue and have the maintenance crew coming to work on him. So yeah, that's what we're going to say is happening for today. So yeah, hopefully once they get his engine troubles fixed, he will be headed out to Fort Lauderdale eventually. And finally here for the passenger gates, we have this American Eagle Embraer 175. He has arrived in from Dallas a little bit ago, and he is just getting fueled up for the flight back out there. Unfortunately, still no mainline on this route. Hopefully that will be returning next month. It's supposed to be. I'm actually flying this route from LEX to DFW. toward the end of November for Thanksgiving, and it is currently scheduled on an A319. So hopefully we will be getting mainline back unless something changes. I don't think it's going to be back for that long, but it'll be nice to see it for a little while. But yeah, for the time being, it's just operating on these E175s. Next right here, moving on to the ramp, we have this American Boeing 737-800. This is the first of our charters for today's update. This particular one arrived in from Austin, bringing in fans for, I assume, the Texas-UK game. This actually happened just a few days ago as of recording this video. And it was also here at the same time as a different sports charter, which is also here on the ramp. We'll get to that next. So I thought I'd throw both of them in together here. But yeah, so he arrived in from Austin a little bit ago, and he is going to be heading back out to Dallas-Fort Worth just on the ferry flight. Our other charter here on the ramp for today is this Delta Boeing 757-200 without winglets, which was certainly nice to see since those are a lot less common than the ones with winglets. I believe this one was actually transporting UK. I'm not 100% sure who they were playing, but this 757 arrived in from Chicago O'Hare, interestingly enough, and headed out to Columbia in South Carolina. So that's what he's doing today. We're going to say that he's just got some cleaners and general maintenance on board real quick before he loads up the team to head on out to Columbia. Moving on to some private and general aviation aircraft. Starting right here, we have a gorgeous Gulfstream G650. I actually picked this up from AvGeek Models as a 2-pack, this and another one. Certainly a very nice aircraft to finally add to my general aviation collection, since we do get Gulfstreams pretty frequently here at LEX. So yeah, we're going to say this one arrived in from San Diego earlier today, and he is getting ready to load up for the flight to, let's go with Orlando Executive. We'll say he's heading out there, and next to him there we also do have a Cessna Citation 550. He's not really going anywhere, he's just kind of hanging out on the ramp waiting for his next flight. And moving on over here, we have some other GA and private aircraft. A couple that you guys have seen before. In the foreground there, we've got a Beechcraft King Air 350i just receiving some maintenance. We got a couple of other Citations just kind of hanging out, not really going anywhere. But most interestingly, as you can see there, I actually picked up some 3D printed 1:400 scale Cessna 172s, which are certainly nice to see, as we always have a ton of them buzzing around LEX. It's them and the DA42s that we also have over at NextGen. So it'd be nice to get those as well, but for the time being, it's so nice to finally have some proper light single-engine aircraft here. Again, none of them really going anywhere, just kind of hanging out on the ramp, but it is certainly nice to finally have those in the collection, so I wanted to kind of show those off at our GA ramp. And finally, for today's update here, we have our third and final charter of the video, and that is this JetBlue Airbus A321. This was quite a cool one to see, as to my knowledge, this was the first time JetBlue have ever come into LEX. This happened about a month ago as of the time of recording, and this one came in from Tupelo, Mississippi, bringing in Ole Miss to play UK, I believe, or I assume. Again, don't really know that much about sports, but that's what I assume it was. So yeah, he arrived in from Tupelo earlier today, and he is just getting ready to take off back out there. But yeah, so with that does wrap up today's update of Lexington Bluegrass Airport. I do really hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to my channel, and if you have time, leave a comment down below telling me your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. But yeah, so with that, I hope you guys do have an absolutely incredible rest of your day. And I will try not to wait so long before I do another one of these LEX updates, since they are kind of my favorite to do, given that it's my home airport. But yeah, so with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!